Welcome back to Off the Beaten Path Nursery. I just wanted to do a follow-up video of where we're at now. I did a first video maybe about, I guess, 5 weeks ago or so, and so we were just starting to root a bunch, but it's at that point where they're really starting to pop both above and below the soil, and it's about time that they ought to go outside into the greenhouse to get hardened off before they're ready. So I just want to show an example of just splitting them up. I showed that I start multiple cuttings into each pot. So this was the example that I had done last time, where there were 4 cuttings, and this is a good idea if you have either not a lot of space to grow cuttings, or if you just grow an insane amount like I do. At this point, I can tell that we've got roots clearly all over, and it's better to remove them and try to separate them at this point than wait till they get really tangly and they're almost impossible to break apart without really doing damage to the upward growth. So it's pretty full, so I can tell that we've got roots. But at this point, when the soil is still pretty new, as far as or I'm sorry, the cuttings are still pretty new, as they've just now rooted. They're pretty easy to separate, and they sort of come across without really ripping very many roots. And if a few do get snapped, it's not too big a deal. But like this one would be ready to go into a 1-gallon pot, as with the rest of these. But they do separate pretty easily, and they don't really suffer at this point. They really don't suffer too much leaf damage, just simply because there's not really a lot going on up top, and there's really not a lot of growth happening. So at this point, what I'll probably do is get 4 1-gallon pots. These are all Marseille Black VS. So I'll probably separate these, and they'll all get their own. And once they go out into the greenhouse, they'll be able to harden off and grow a little bit bigger, and they'll be alone, so they won't really be sharing all that energy of what little fertilization is in there. So this is the finished product of splitting the 4 Marseille Black VS plants. So right now they'll probably have a chance to just settle in a little bit before they go outside, just so that they can recover a little bit. Thanks for watching.